Wireless thermometers are getting very popular, and I get asked all the time to test out products and provide my feedback. Well, today I have a product that I really want to review, and it's made by a very tech-savvy company. This is the INKBIRD Wireless BBQ Thermometer, and it's loaded with features. Hi, my name's Tom. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, please consider subscribing, joining our channel memberships, or our Patreons for additional perks. Now back to the video. Let's start off by doing an unboxing, checking out some of the features and the build quality. Okay, getting into the unboxing. And when I removed the cover, I was pleasantly surprised to find an actual functional hard case that protected the probe with a slide-out 3-hinge mechanism. You'll also find a user's manual that's actually very informative and has some great tips on barbecuing and food safety. But let's do a deeper dive and let's check out the probe. Immediately, I could tell that the probe is very high quality. The tail end that houses the ambient sensor, and I'm assuming the wireless controls, is very big, so I'm expecting very good range and reliability from this probe. And it also has some weight to it, so the probe is pretty hefty, but it's not too big, it's not too small, it's actually a pretty good size. Another thing that I noticed is the notch. This notch tells you how far or how deep you need to insert the probe. The internal temperature range is between 14 degrees all the way up to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and the ambient temperature range is 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 572 degrees. This probe is very accurate, with a plus or minus 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit or 1 degree Celsius. And it has a lithium-ion battery, which charges in about 25 minutes and can last for 25 hours at high temperatures or 7 days stored at room temperature. So what's the big deal with wireless thermometers? And why does everybody want one? And why are you seeing them everywhere? Well, they're actually pretty neat. Wireless thermometers are very innovative because they give you the ability to remotely monitor your food and achieve that perfect doneness. And they all kind of work the same. You'll have the base unit, which acts as the receiver, and you'll have the probe itself, which has the transmitter. And the transmitter and receiver are always talking to each other. Most probes on the market have two sensors, an internal and ambient sensor, to help you monitor what's going on inside and outside your food. Most wireless thermometers communicate through Bluetooth, which does have its range limitations. There are some models that have the ability to connect to Wi-Fi by tethering to a second device, which basically gives you unlimited range. A really important feature that INKBIRD provides is the ability to automatically store up to 30 minutes of offline data. So if you ever do lose connection, you'll be able to pick off exactly where you left off without compromising your meal. This is a really important feature for devices that do not have the ability to Wi-Fi tether, so I'm glad that they put this in.
Having a user-friendly app that takes all the information that the probe's reading and presents it to you in a very simple and straightforward way, I think is sometimes equally as important as having good hardware. Because if you can visually convey what's going on, a picture speaks 1,000 words. So here's my take on the app.
Connecting the product is very easy, and that's where INKBIRD shines. Connections are really what they're all about, so no surprises there. The app, however, is still very brand new, and there's not a lot of functions, but once you do get connected, it's really easy to get in there and set your food or your presets. And there are a lot of presets, up to 26 types of USDA presets for meats, and of course you can also do your own custom settings. And you have the ability to create your own custom cooks like pizza, ribs, or bread. And of course you have graphs. You can also access previous data from previous cooks and export them, so you can manipulate the data any way that you want. And I really appreciate this because I'm kind of a nerd and I love data. You can also set custom alarms to avoid under or overcooking. Something that is missing though are visuals and GUIs. I think INKBIRD did a great job of utilizing GUIs with their tabletop sous vides. I'd like to see something with the probes and sensors to really give beginners a visual of what's going on. And likewise, there's currently no ability to take notes, so you can reference future cooks like a brisket, for example. Overall, I think the app is still brand new, and I'm sure there's a lot more features to come, but I think it's a very good start.
Now, of course, I want to do a range test, and INKBIRD advertises their 5.1 Bluetooth connection to be roughly around 300 feet, which translates to about 91 meters. But of course, those are lab conditions. I want to test it out in the real world, in someone's backyard, with obstructions and no obstructions, line of sight, and with things in front of it. So let's check it out.
We performed several tests, one with my charcoal grill and the base unit as close as possible, and the other one with my gas grill, which is notorious for being a range killer. And then we kept track of the distances using my Apple AirTag. With the charcoal grill, overall, we saw about a 2 to 3 feet increase in range, but with the gas grill, it was quite different. First up was the line of sight test, which still had obstacles in the way, but we had line of sight to the grill the entire time. And the results were really interesting. We were getting about 78 feet of range, and when the probe did disconnect, we were able to reconnect at only 75 feet, which was really good. More importantly, the probe was very consistent. I could literally mark the floor on where it was disconnecting and reconnecting every single time. Out of sight was a little bit different. I went around the corner and out to the street. This is a very tough test because there's houses in the way and other stuff. We were getting about 66 feet and reconnecting anywhere between 18 to 26 feet, which is honestly understandable and expected. So tests are great, and I love doing them. I love nerding out. But how does this probe work in practice? Practical usage by just an average person cooking in their backyard. I've had this for about a week or two, and I tried to use it as much as possible. We cooked up a chicken breast for my wife. We cooked up some tri-tip, which was very small, very thin, and was mimicking a delicate dish to see if the size of the probe was an issue or not. And then of course I had to cook up a ribeye. So we did a huge ribeye tomahawk that I cut into a cowboy steak. I think this is a great system that offers something that the other guys don't, which is a very close relationship with its users and great hardware with great potential for a firmware or software update that will really drive this product forward. I love how this company is known for being tech savvy, and I can see it. With my time using this probe, I found it very reliable, and it never disconnected out of the blue. It would disconnect if I was out of range because it doesn't have Wi-Fi tethering, so you do have to rely on Bluetooth, but it was consistent, and that was very important to me. So let's talk about one more thing. Now this unit comes in at $75, which is quite competitive, but they're also going to be offering a 40% discount code on launch. So that's a very good bargain. It's a very good deal. And if you're looking for a BBQ wireless thermometer, that's really hard to beat, especially considering how reliable it was in the range test. Now, with that being said, there will be a giveaway. So I have an extra unit. It is unopened, it's brand new, I didn't mess with it in any way, and I'm going to be offering this to one lucky viewer. It's going to be very simple. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, which I know you probably already have. Like this video, but leave me a comment, and this time, if you could, please tag somebody that you think would enjoy our channel. And then I will read the comments, pick somebody at random, and contact you guys. We'll get all your shipping details, and we'll ship this out for you. I'm going to eat the shipping costs. It's going to be something out of my pocket. I don't care what it's going to cost. Wherever you live, if you win, I'll send this out to you, I promise. But I can't promise it's going to be 100% free because you might possibly have to pay your own import tax. But we'll talk about it when I contact you. That's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video informative, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody.